This is Christina here from Christina Articulates, and today I have something that I'm pretty excited about. I found Casta Fierce today at Target in Niagara Falls, and she's just started to turn up in Canada, mostly at Toys R Us, and there's a grocery store called the Superstore here that has had her. But I happened to be in Target, and they had 12 Castas sitting on the shelf, so they must have just gotten a brand new shipment of them in. And I will say that I noticed that a lot of them had something going on the face. There were like black smudges or, something not quite right with the lips or something. So this was definitely a situation where I had to pick the best of them. And she's got a little defect in her eyelashes, but it's not that bad. And it was less noticeable than like smeared lipstick or something like that, right? So, yeah. This is Casta, and she is the daughter of Circe, who is a Greek, she's the goddess of magic, and, it says on Wikipedia that she sometimes is even the daughter of Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft herself, so very exciting. I like that they didn't just make her, a witch. They kind of gave her, a really cool backstory and something a little more thought than just, she's a witch. I'll have a quick look. I love her cartoon, her drawing of her. It's beautiful. And the one on the back, too, is really, really cool. And I love her signature. It's definitely a lot like Caddy's first doll. The box is very similar. Reminds me a lot of that. And this is something that if I was inclined to keep dolls in the boxes, I might keep her in this box because it's really cool, especially with her, backing band up here. And I love all the colors and, sort of swirly, magical kind of thing happening on the sides. Very, very cool. But I am not inclined to keep dolls in their boxes, and so without further ado, I'm going to get her out of the box, and then we will have a look at her. Okay, so here we have Casta out of her box with her stuff, and she does, of course, come with a stand and a brush, too, but we didn't need to look at those. So first, I'm going to look at her microphone stand, which is also a broom, which is really cool. So it stands up on its own. It's silver. The bristle, or I don't know. What do they call those? The sweepy part of the broom is like a purple metallic, and it has this buckle around it here. And she's got these buckles all through her look. On these, we've got these ribbons that are hanging off her microphone stand, which is very much like Steven Tyler or Stevie Nicks with Steven Tyler with the scarves and Stevie Nicks with all the witchy ribbons and stuff. And they have these big buckles on them too, which remind me of the sort of traditional Halloween witch that has the big buckles on her shoes and the big buckle on her hat, that kind of thing. And this is cool. And you can see it has a spot in the top for her microphone to slot into. And we'll have a look at her microphone, which, as you can see, she can hold. Just like Caddy, it kind of wedges between her fingers with this little part that kind of looks like brass knuckles there. And then it is also metallic purple, and it kind of looks like a scepter, like a ball with the claws coming up around it. Very cool. And it slides into the microphone stand like so. And then she comes with, it's not a diary, but it's as if you went to her concert and you bought the program. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So it's just all these cool pictures of Casta. And I love this one that's Warhol inspired. Very cool. Lots of neat stuff in there. Yeah, and so finally, let's look at Miss Casta herself. And as I said before, she is on the tall body, so she's the same as Nephra or Claudia or Headmistress Bloodgood. So she's nice and tall, and she's really curvy. And as you can see, her face is beautiful. She has a lovely mid-tone, sort of bright green skin tone. And her lips are shimmery purple. She's got really cool purple eyes with a gold pattern in the iris. Her eyeshadow is gold and purple. She's got those big bold brows, and her beauty mark, which I love, is kind of a nod to the, sort of traditional witch mole thing. I like that. And then her hair is lovely. It's mostly black, and it's really, really long, goes all the way down almost to her knees. And then it has these like wide streaks of purple and orange in the front, which is very cool. And she has big silver sort of like, I don't know, they almost look like a mace or something cool. But yeah, very cool. And then her hands, this one is curved so that it fits the microphone, but this one, I think they're Abby's hands. This is, oops, I think this is Abby's hand right here with the big hands with the claws. And then on to her outfit, which is kind of amazing, except for one small little detail that I noticed when I took her out of the box that I will show you in a moment. So starting off at the top, she has these incredible shoulder cages right here, which remind me so much of, I don't know if any of you guys watched American Idol quite a few years ago, but Adam Lambert, when he was on, I love Adam Lambert. He's one of my favorite singers. And on the finale, he performed with Kiss, and he wore these big shoulder cages that looked honestly exactly like this. And I'll see if I can get a picture and put it in here just so we can have a little comparison, because I think someone maybe was a bit inspired. And then underneath that, there's like a little bolero sort of shrug thing with a leather pleather front and these big poofy orange tulle sleeves. And then on this arm, she has a fishnet sort of sleeve and this purple studded bracelet. And then over here, she has the same purple studded bracelet as well as a silver bracelet and no fishnet sleeve. And then the dress is so, so cool. It's like a strapless dress. It starts off orange at the top and then quickly becomes base solid purple glitter. It's very fitted to about mid-thigh, where we have a big buckled belt in the pleather with the studs on it. Again, like the witch hat or the witch shoes. And then from there, it has this cool multicolored glitter tulle that kicks out from her mid-thigh. So it's sort of like kind of like a mermaid style gown. And then her shoes, predictably, are awesome. And they're that same metallic purple that we're seeing throughout. And again, with the studs and the buckles, they're just so cool. And the big sister body has even bigger feet. So the shoes are like massive and amazing. And now I'm just going to put her down and I'm going to show you the little situation that my Casta has here. I took her out of the box and I looked at the back of her dress and I noticed that it doesn't close. It's like the very edges of the Velcro are catching, but like no matter how much I tug and tug and tug, it never gets any closer to closing all the way. She's a little maybe a little bootylicious for her dress here. I wonder if it's because the fabric is actually this you can see inside that the fabric is actually orange and it's like must be painted with this thick glitter to make it all this purple. And so I wonder if maybe like that makes the fabric that much stiffer so it doesn't really take the shape of the body as well as the stretchy fabrics that Monster High usually uses. I don't know. But, I mean, it's not like a huge problem because I am going to keep her dressed like this. I'm not going to redress her or anything. And I can always just, put a little double stick tape to hold it down. But once I get her in the stand, I think it'll probably stay on just fine. But that is something to be aware of when you buy, when you're buying Casta. I mean, it's not something that you can look for necessarily in the box, but it is something, I know I'm not the only one. I noticed someone else on Tumblr had the same problem before. So it is just a fluke, but it's not a one-time only kind of thing. So, it's not the end of the world, but it is something to be aware of. And so let's give Casta her microphone back. There she is, Miss Casta Fierce, the daughter of Circe and Monster High's first Halloween special edition doll, which is pretty cool. They've done Friday the 13th before, but never Halloween. And I mean, Halloween is an obvious choice, right? Yeah. And I really do love everything about her. I love the color combination, the orange and the purple with the green skin. She's just really striking with that strong face And she actually, I meant to mention too, she has pointy ears and they're kind of big. Like everything about her is just like big and strong, and I really, really enjoy her. One other thing to mention is that the dress is so tight at her knees here that this is about as far apart as you can get her legs. The dress definitely limits her posing options, but you know, it's worth it because it's so cool, I think. Yeah. And so that is Casta Fierce. And as always, you can head on over to christinaarticulates.blogspot.ca for a ton of pictures and a full review of Casta. I'll put that link up over here, so you can just click on it, and it will also be down in the description bar. And if you like this video and want to see more, please subscribe and, click the thumbs up button and all of that good stuff to let me know that you liked it. And we will see you next time. Bye.